All right, here we go. Big Daddy Shin, day 1040 at the park. So yeah, today it's a pretty cool day. I got a lot of stuff done. I still have a lot of stuff to do. So school's done. I went to eat something. Now I'm doing this walk, and then I have a 3-hour Zoom class. Like once a month, I have to do that for this administrative academy that I do. But, it's 3 hours. I'm like, oh. It's supposed to be 2.5 hours. But then went 3 hours last time. And then tomorrow, 6 hours. I'm going, great, lucky me, right? And then so after that tonight, then I have to sing. But my problem is my throat's starting to get bad. So I think it might have been from when we ate at Buffalo Wild Wings after church that one night. And then so, Harold, he said his voice is getting bad. I'm like, oh gosh, I mean, both of us think we had COVID before, right? But now the problem is, if we get sick, it's like, okay, we're gonna have to quarantine and all that different stuff. And then, I'm supposed to go to Texas for Thanksgiving. And so, Mom, I don't know if I can make it. And it's not an excuse. It's just, I don't know if I could. I mean, because in the morning, I feel like, like groggy and stuff. And then my throat just hurts. Even right now, it kind of hurts. But I'm going to contribute this to not a lot of water and need more sleep. Okay? So we're going to see. We're going to see what happens in like a day or two. And then, so that's why today, for the singing, I'll probably take it easy. Do a couple songs, get some rest, and then, yeah. But, it's, when we're thinking, me and Harold were talking about all the stuff and like what might the future be? What was it like 10 years ago? Well, 10 years, it was kind of crazy. 10 years ago, we had to deal with the whole, coming out of that recession, it was like a pretty gnarly thing. A lot of people lost their houses and stuff like that, all those bubbles, like the Big Short. We're coming out of that thing. A lot of problems then, right? And then he's all, yeah, what about 10 years back behind that? And it's like, wait a minute, 10 years before that, we had to worry about the whole Y2K bug and all that stuff, And then 10 years before 1990, I have no idea, right? It's like when the 90s music and 80s music died. That was horrible. One thing we're thinking about is what's going to happen 10 years from the future. So it's like, am I still going to be doing this? Am I going to be like, here you go, Big Daddy Shin, day 4,000 something, right? Maybe. Who knows? And then, am I going to finally have that house that I was going to buy? Am I going to still be working on the online school? But, main things we're thinking like, gosh, I wonder if we're going to still be wearing masks, right? I wonder, what teaching and stuff or, businesses and whatever, because everything is online, So, that was just one thing about just thinking about like future on how things work out. But there's going to be a lot of mastermind people that are learning how to adapt, and they're going to make a ton of money. Seriously. But am I going to be one of those? Probably not. But, hopefully I'll be retired in 10 years. I mean, I committed to myself that I wanted to work till I'm 65. So I'm 50 now, so 15 years of me teaching. So that's what I want to do. And then, after that, then who knows what, right? Maybe I'll be forced to take an early retirement. Who knows? Get the golden handshake, whatever it is. But, what the main thing is, I just gotta just work hard at what I do, and just keep going. And I don't wanna like, let down. I know that right now a lot of people are discouraged. They're like, oh gosh, they're talking. So I heard there's stuff like the whole mandatory shutdown, they're thinking about doing it for another 4 to 6 months. I'm going, oh my gosh, whose great idea is that? But, that's what they're talking about. I'm like, wow. They go, oh yeah, there's enough money in the government to pay everybody for, to not go to work and stay home for 4 to 6 months. It's like, I just don't think that's a good idea. So I was talking to my friend in Europe. If they get caught without a mask in Abu Dhabi, $1,000 fine. I'm like, oh my gosh, $1,000? It's like, shoot, I'd be like owing like at least $50,000 by now, and all the times I didn't wear a mask out in public, right? But I'm like, wow. I mean, it's like the whole thing about the whole control thing in the future. I don't want it, but if it happens, it happens. And there's nothing we all could do about it except just be happy and do what we do, right? So, I don't know. It's like when you start, like when Star Wars came. Oh, no. 2001 Space Odyssey. That da-da-da, right? People are like, oh my gosh, outer space. What's going to happen? And then they start doing Star Wars and Blade Runner, all that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh. Or Star Trek even, right? And Twilight Zone, just thinking about what possibly could happen. So it is kind of gnarly that all these different things that like you see on TV or in the movies could possibly happen. Am I going to worry about it? No. You know why? Because we need to focus just on us and what's good for us right now at this very moment. Okay? Because we can be scared about like all these different possibilities. Oh, what if this happens? This happens. Yeah, we could do that. Stay up all night thinking about like how the world's going to end, all that stuff. But, I am just going to go on the line, go out on a limb, and bet that I don't think the world's going to end in my lifetime. You never know. So being religious, right? Everyone who's religious knows that, there's always a beginning and an end. Someday there might be an end to this. And it's probably not going to be the most fun time to experience in the world. The thing is, for us, that's why we have to enjoy every moment that we have. I keep saying this over and over and over again, right? So that's what brings me out for the next day. Tomorrow, 1041, then 1042. It just keeps going. But, those days where you guys catch me complaining about something. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm this. It's like those are the days that I take for granted that I could actually go outside and walk. Fresh air and stuff. Some people, they can't do that. So that's why it's like, you know what? We just got to learn to enjoy the now. We need to learn about, saving up for the future, saving for a rainy day. I get it, all that kind of stuff, right? But what good is busting your rear for the future when you're not enjoying the now? And right now, I'm enjoying this tremendously. Going out for my walk, feeling kind of fresh air-ish, kind of, through here, this little part where I could feel it on my skin. And living in the now. So, yeah. All right, there you go. Day 1040 in the books. So, this one wasn't the longest walk in the world, but it was one of my walks in the world. Okay, I looked at the time and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get to that meeting, otherwise I'm screwed. So, it's about not living in fear. I was like, oh wow, there goes my copyright thing on my video. So the whole thing about just, when we go and live life And yeah, we worry about the future, of course. Everyone has to worry about it. You know, the younger you are, the more you have to worry, because you have to worry about school, college, work, family, all that kind of stuff. As you get older, you just think about happiness, right? And then pray that everything else is all taken care of. But what happens is, we can't just sit there. Here's my car. We can't just sit there, worry about the future, because whatever happens, happens. We have no idea what's going to happen, right? We don't know who's going to get, we don't even know who's going to be president, because like, that's not even sure right now. That thing is, even that, whoever becomes president, and then who's going to be president in 2024, 2028, all the way through. And then what policies are going to come into place, and, what type of rules people can put in our lives. We can worry about that all we want. But the number one thing is us. We just got to be as happy as possible and enjoy the now. So Big Daddy Shin, day 1040. If I could exercise 1040 days in a row, you can exercise 1040 days in a row. Because if I could do it, you could do it. And I'm doing it. Enjoying the now.